correct?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey, we're live. Oh, what's up? Oh, that's unintentional. Emmy's got jokes.
I do. I have jokes for days.
Also, a fun little wrinkle. While this is happening, I'm going to be straightening my beard in the stream.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So it's going to look pretty ridiculous by the end. And much longer. Kind of more akin to what Chadley's rocking.
Right.
So again, Emmy, could you remind the people here which vocal stylings will be? Oh, Emmy, stop it! Stop it! I just got plunges one today.
Yeah, mine renewed yesterday or today, I think.
Yeah, it's weird that it sends the email about it. It's sort of like, hey, by the way, this thing is happening, just in case you didn't know. I'm like, okay. Thanks.
Shut
That's
up and
weird.
take my money.
I usually don't get emails for them.
Really?
Yeah. I think Twitch is just like, fuck you.
Fuck you, Plunge.
It just gives all the different ways that Twitch is like, you know what, Plunge, fuck you.
It's getting me back for that year where I just didn't have ads for no reason.
Oh, you mean my entire Twitch experience? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean just when I would watch streams, they wouldn't have ads. Like even if I wasn't.
Oh,
subbed,
you mean you weren't being exposed to the Twitch machine?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I guess I just don't have ads.
This Twitch is great. I don't know what everyone's complaining about.
All right.
That is pretty good. Where did I put this last time? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, I threw it on here. That's right.
You threw it on your mom.
Oh, it's so wrong on so many levels.
I know, right? I'm so good at it.
How will he ever recover?
Oh my god, it's gonna be such a long stream of just so many obsessive tears.
But yes, if you need to tell your community what it is we're doing, we are...
Well, go ahead, Emmy. Your sultry tones are enough while I stroke my beard hair with a warm brush.
I can't talk when there's air horn going off in my fucking ear, Plunge.
Keep it going all night, Plunge. We got all these Emmy coins. They gotta be spent on something.
7.1k coins to spend, so...
That's it?
Oh,
That's a lot of horns.
I've got 35k to Plunge's channel to use.
Dude, I think I've got like
Plunge's channel doesn't have air horns.
I think I've got like 100,000 Plunge coin. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them.
5 million goal.
Yeah, you need to put something ridiculous. I finally got 75 on Chadley's so he could bug the butterfly. It's just a redemption where he, scares his wife. Totally worth it.
Amazing.
Happy Valentine's Day, Fleeby. Welcome in. I hope my gently stroking my facial hair with a straightener is helping you and Greg celebrate this very special day. Time to crank up the intensity. So we are doing Emmy, but what were you saying before you were so rudely air-horned? What is it that we're doing today? Why are we here? What's going on? What happened to Doki Doki Literature Club? And Emmy's dead. He went to work on Valentine's Day, Fleeby? I can't even hate.
I worked today too, but I worked from home.
Yeah, I worked on Valentine's Day.
Now I'm being rickrolled because I do that to myself. So hello everybody. We are doing the best dating simulator in my experience, which is I Love You, Col Sanders, a finger licking good dating simulator. It's a mouthful. And it's a little salty too, which is great. It's perfect for those of us celebrating this holiday with our significant other or alone. It is good either way. Or, you know, if you're in a polycule, you're polycule. Whatever floats your boat here. And joining me, as always, is Obsessive Repulsive. And in place of Perry this evening, because we had to cancel Doki Doki due to circumstances beyond our control, we have the one and only Plunge87.
Plunge!
Oh, wait, that's me. What? Is this live?
Ah,
Is this
shit.
on? Wait, where are we?
So we have Plunge joining us for the evening. Out of the kindness of his heart.
I mean, let's not. No, I don't know. That's a bit much, don't you think?
You mean heart?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think you had one. But
What is this
I'll
human
give you
being
some
heart
credit
you're talking
there.
of?
You're paying me after this, right?
Yeah, in certain things that I don't want to say on stream because it might dox your ass.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
It's
Blew
called
my ass, though.
Daddy W coins. How about that?
Oh, W coins. Yep, that's my favorite currency.
Alright, okay, so we're getting started here. Okay, we're good. Everything's all good on my end. Do you guys both have game audio, correct?
I hear a
think so.
little tiny something in the background. I assume that's the
Yes,
happy
it
little
is.
game sounds.
Yeah, I kind of want to reboot the game because there's like a cute little opening intro. But,
You should probably do that.
Yeah, probably should. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna reboot the game. Hang on. So that way you guys can see the little cute intro it does because it's freaking adorable.
Valentine's Day, aka fuck it.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Baby, I don't understand. We went to Applebee's. Jesus Christ. I'm the dog.
Yes, you are. Hey, Sunny, how are you?
This is exactly what happens every time I go to KFC.
You walk
Yeah.
in and they're like, plunge!
Yeah, Sunny, this is a real thing. It is a game that came out as part of a promotion a couple years ago when they came out with the famous bowl with the mac and cheese instead of the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, this is an official game, by the way. This isn't a
Oh,
fan
wait.
game.
Oh shit, I hit continue. I didn't mean to hit continue.
Oh no, our game is
Everybody
ruined.
close your eyes.
No, we didn't see anything. I don't know what's happening. La 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 la
Spoiler.
la. Somebody was looking sultry, but I saw nothing.
Well, stream's canceled.
That's it. Well, thanks for coming in, everybody. We really appreciate it.
Okay.
We'll see you at our next uwu.
See you next Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah. There goes my once-a-year stream.
Once a year fucking stream. Ruined by Emmy.
What
Ladies
else
and
is
gentlemen.
new?
I know, right? I gotta remember, I have fucking truffles to eat later that they're in my fridge there. I got flowers and truffles. Ooh.
Flour waffles.
Waffles. All right, so we're gonna do a new game. Before you, welcome, chef. Before we get started, tell us your name. Yes, it's very fancy, Sunny. I feel like we should go with
How
the
about-
standard.
No,
go
no,
ahead.
but in honor, because again, we were supposed to do Doki Doki today. So instead, we can't do Doki Doki. So how about your name is Dookie Dookie?
Dookie Dookie.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Your wife got a court appearance. How was that, Sunny? I believe your wife might have told me a little bit about it earlier, and I was highly entertained by it.
It just means their wife is a lawyer and they appeared in court for their job.
Yeah. Okay, so we are doing Dookie.
Hmm.
Dookie Dookie Poo Poo Club.
Exactly.
Dookie poo poo. All right, and now we are going to get started.
Let's get it started. Ha!
Well, that went well.
All right, so
Oh, yeah,
who's the narrator?
Fuck, I forgot about the narrator.
You always forget about the narrator, Emmy. Jesus.
Okay, fine. You're the narrator.
Fine. Oh shit, I don't have my glasses. I'm blind.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot the
look at,
most
like,
important
look
part.
at this.
Weird time to say this, but I can't read.
Is this going to be consequential to the telling of this story? Hold on 1 second. I literally need to get my glasses because I can't read text without it. So sorry. Fill the time. This is great.
Fill the time. Oh, yeah. I have lots of things that I can... Hang on, let me, Thanks, that's... Talk amongst yourselves. It's some coffee talk. Some coffee talk,
Okay.
guys.
Now I'm here and I'm much more handsome. Okay, good.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
I like
Tell
to
me.
eat stuff but fruit cake. So how are we? This is a dating sim. This is not
Yeah.
Doki Doki. We don't have to be whatever. So are we trying to? Hey,
I
what
love
do
the
we?
fact that while Plunge was playing that Tell Me Why clip, it was playing. He hit a sound, and I had a clip of you obsessive playing. It's kind of funny.
I mean,
Pretty
Yeah.
hilarious.
well, we'll
'Cause I can.
play around with the narrator voice, and we'll see what fancies everybody's tickle. How about that?
Yeah, do whatever the hell you want. It is all yours.
You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Ooh, you get to
But should-
choose.
Yeah. What should we choose, guys?
I mean, it's me, so it's throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever, but I don't think that would really lead to the game. You threatened and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime
unlocked.
opportunity. You had your chance to meet Colonel Sanders, and you threw it away because
Blew
you
it.
listened to Obsessive Repulsive. What were you thinking?
Blew it.
And not in the good way that this dating simulator's trying to get you to do. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
you
well,
sleep, it's out of... Wake up!
Stream's over.
Love the fact that there's that chicken, like, poster behind the bed.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has a chicken rock and roll poster that they aspire to have, I guess. Lying in bed, sorry. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Your mind begins to wander to sexy, sexy Sanders. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I mean, you have to daydream a bit thinking of that sexy, sexy future,
Of course.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet.
You have failed. Game
Your imagination has betrayed you. You are a loser. Your mind is swimming with possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Yeah, of course. Breakfast biscuit. Mmm. Delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds.
Still steaming.
Oh, steamy.
Yikes. You're in such a hurry, in fact, that you forgot to put on any pants, I mean deodorant, before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive on time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Is that an anagram for something? Can I just UCSAL? UCSAL? Ucasl? It's just a lot.
If you want,
Rolls
yeah,
right off
because
the
it's
tongue.
yeah, it totally rolls right off the tongue. Because otherwise, it's always going to be the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. It's going to be that way the whole game.
It's now called the Ucasl.
So
Ucasl,
okay.
Yep, that's right.
Ucasl, yeah. Because
Love
I'm not saying that every time. I'm just saying. Next line, please. Thank you. Here comes your lifelong best friend. What a convenience that they both got into the school, huh? Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam.
Is that me?
Yep, that's you.
I mean, it looks just
Great.
like you.
Yeah, no, spitting image.
She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met. And you absolutely love her for it. But not in a sexual way. It's totally ambiguous. For now.
Good morning, Dookie Dookie. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives?
Thank you so much, Plunge, for doing this.
Actually, I'm.
Because I sure am excited. A little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
What's the?
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail?
Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Typical fucking Miriam.
Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's so clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great.
But with University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. And a quicksand box is probably a bad idea for the playground.
So wait, this is a 3-day? This isn't even like a fucking community college. This is like a a
Nope.
weekend cert.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
It's
night
like-
class, like the night session.
You taking dehydrated food, you're throwing it in a special machine, and then you're just being
Yeah.
like, I'm a cook. A sweet girl. A sweet girl. Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. She chipped her tooth practicing on the mannequin's penis. I think that should be made clear.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for making that very clear here.
I'm just
Thank you
making
for clarifying.
Yeah, sure. Should you pep talk her with your pepper or change the subject and give her some relief?
Do we want to talk school gossip, or do we think that Miriam really needs the self-esteem boost?
I don't know. I'm Miriam, so I'm biased.
She'll get over
What do
it.
you want, Miriam? You tell us. It's hard to see
She
Miriam like this. It's so hard. It's really
It's like a
hard.
mannequin.
It's so hard to see Miriam like this. Frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subjects to something more interesting. Like yourself. All summer, you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who's enrolled at this school. By the way, is the main character's gender supposed to be totally fluid, or...?
I believe it's fairly fluid.
Okay,
They don't.
Just checking. Because I thought it was the same way in Doki before it was like, you're a dude. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deets?
Oh, get this. I heard his name is Holland. He's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg.
What?
Egg? Like a chicken? Miriam, don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile.
That's the stupidest rumor I've ever heard. Oh, sorry. You both sigh, thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of bear physics don't apply to him. Dreamy.
I got my degree in bear physics.
I hope this game has a bear by like day 2 or 3 that mauls this fucking guy on screen. Or girl. Sorry. Dreamy person. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Who's this dick?
Hey.
It's Ashley. It's pronounced Ashley.
Ashley.
Ashley. Your arch rival with a heart-shaped bosom. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it.
Look at those thick thighs and big titties. Of
I
course
mean,
you can.
yeah, she can get anything she wants from
I
Obsessive.
haven't noticed.
Yeah. Oh,
Hello, Ashley.
Who's
Ow.
Ashley?
I am. I got it.
Oh, okay.
That's one of mine, yeah.
Emmy has a thing for like talking shit to herself between characters. Like, I just imagine this is her internal dialogue some nights, just talking to herself in the mirror, like, "Hey, you, oh my god, it's you again?"
Oh my
She
god.
is her own arch rival.
I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
What are these insults?
You leave Dookie shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins.
Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Ugh,
She is.
with her stupid
If
tits.
anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us.
Going to let you or your really weird insults get to us.
Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Oh my god, it is me.
It's literally obsessive.
Jesus.
Van.
You rang. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but instantly more attractive. Substantially more devious.
Look at his afro and the fact that it's in the shape of combed into the shape of a star.
Yeah,
Not afro,
it's,
his pompadour.
yeah,
It's if obsessive was a JoJo character.
exactly. And instead of that being on the top of his head, it would be his beard.
Yeah. Exactly. Just flip the hair down.
Yeah, just a simple hair swap. Nice palette swap.
Yep.
I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. Yeah, I'd like no, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now?
Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge.
Let's go, Miriam.
And it's a strong urge.
See you later, losers.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window next to it. Pushing so hard, you guys.
Oh, fart noise.
Huh? Who is that?
It's Plunge.
Oh, thank God.
Oopsie. I think it's broken.
Oh, my poor door is brokey. You reach forward and easily, and I mean effortlessly, pull the door open.
That should do the trick.
I love you.
I think you mean thank you?
I know what I said.
My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old.
Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down.
Hey, Pop. Dookie Dookie. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day?
Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
Is it just me, or is he kind of cute?
Oh boy, plunge on plunge romance coming up.
Just, yeah.
I think it's just you, Miriam.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Jesus Christ. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of the class. Adorable! What the fuck am I gonna make him sound like? Okay.
Now, quiet down, everyone!
Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL.
Uxcal.
Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect.
What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever! I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Who's got the good nose? Who's got the good nose? Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Oh, jeez.
I hate when that happens.
About to go American Beauty up in this piece.
I'm chilly. Someone closed the window.
And then he walks in. Sploosh.
The baloosh.
You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still.
It's him. It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Harland.
Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles, sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence.
Please call me the Colonel. Colonel Sanders.
A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering, just like our loins. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong.
This over here must be sweaty sweats a lot.
Maybe we should open that window back up before faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Ha 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 ha!
You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Obviously, there's one choice. You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you.
Colonel Sanders, beautiful angel that he is, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched.
Boy, howdy, this classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer.
Ha!
Please use my handkerchief. What's the
love the
matter with your medulla oblongata?
I love the dramatic pose here with the...
Yeah. One is to tickle the balls, the other is to cup the ass.
Yep, exactly.
You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait, Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look? You're completely mortified. This can't be your first interaction. What if he never forgets this moment? How will you respond?
Would it be rude? I feel like it would be rude to say no.
It's rude to refuse the handkerchief.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Probably an ending.
You stretch out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has his natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules.
Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. I call it UCSAL, the greatest culinary academy in the world.
Wow.
The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood.
Blood?
There might even be really adorable tiny food.
Now fight.
Ha! Fight to the death for my amusement. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle.
Oh my god, you called it.
That was right, Jesus.
You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena.
Okay. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet!
Oh god.
Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Kill him.
Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly. Look at this fucking loser.
I know, right? The fact that he's been there for 3 years, especially considering school is only 3 days.
Yeah.
And they probably do multiple of them a year. Imagine how many times he's actually, like, failed.
Right.
It's those long arms.
It's his zombie walk is what it is.
Does no one remember me? I'm...
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish, as I explosively ready some shit to fly towards you. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels.
You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Sure. The class bursts into laughter. Look at the machine with no feelings! Ha ha ha!
Oh, Clank, you rascal!
Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. Get it? When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff right at your crotch.
Crash level sniffage.
Yeah.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
Hey, mind your business, fucking dog. Jesus.
Hi, Squid. Welcome in.
Your
Yeah,
Majesty.
Yeah, there had to be a slight change last minute due to some circumstances beyond our control, but
I shit my pants, so I couldn't do the real voices.
You shit my pants too.
Yeah, it was a it was a really interesting lunch. Let's put it that way.
Plunge, you're a dick. Fucking air horns going off every 5 fucking
Wah,
minutes.
wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Fwah, 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 fwah.
So we have a special guest star today, Squid, which is Plunge, helping us with some of the voices here. So
You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind?
I love how you just have these 3 things in your pocket at all times.
you have a
Beef
beef
rubber ball,
treat,
chicken
a
snack.
rubber ball, or a chicken stack.
I mean, it's
And the beef treat.
it's KFC, so a chicken
Yep.
snack.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
It's KFC.
I feel like this dog will get very upset if we give him a rubber ball, honestly.
You reach beneath your apron, slowly, gently, removing your pant. Nope, not yet. Sorry. And return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it.
Yeah, Plunge, don't you have those things in your pocket?
Oh
When
yeah, all the
Monarchy
time.
asked you
But
that,
that's
yeah.
you know, I'm the weird one.
His favorite KFC game, y'all.
Well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student.
The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Preach.
Never know.
Settle down, young chefs. Take your seat and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation.
As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain.
Sorry, fucking.
Hey, Dookie, there's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested.
I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, talk about the easiest fucking choice in the history of video games.
Yeah.
2 good options, but which will you choose? I feel like this is a trap.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
don't-
This is one of those things where they're like, of course you should sit next to Colonel Sanders, but then that ends up being like the wrong thing. I don't know. I have no horse in this race. I'm a dog, so.
I am both horses in the race.
Yeah,
so-
it's you. You win either way, Plunge. As you do at all things.
Oh, that's right.
And Squid is like, why is Colonel Sanders hot? Because this is a dating sim and it was used as a promotional material a few years ago for a
mean,
famous
isn't-
bowl they launched.
This is pretty accurate to Colonel Sanders' hotness in real life too.
Yeah,
so-
I don't understand the question, Squid. Are you
It's
trying
the same,
to
It's the same Sanders.
Yeah, are you trying to say that in some way the regular Colonel Sanders is also not something that you masturbate to frequently? And by you, I mean me?
All right, well, since I was a dick to Miriam earlier and did not address her anxiety while she was freaking out, I'm going to sit next to her.
You move to take your seat by Miriam.
I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class.
Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by?
That stupid hunky colonel. God, what a mistake that would have been.
Col Sanders, he's such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better.
And Squid said, I've known about your kink landscape is a dreadful and amazing place.
You know what the scariest part is, Your Majesty, is that you've seen like 2% of the fucking disgustingness. And so it's like a descent into a septic tank that has no bottom. You're just
Welcome, Zensman. Yes, there is definitely free chicken right here.
Yep.
With our friend Dookie.
Dookie and the Colonel.
I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime.
It's like a lifetime. It's so much. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement.
Also, Zensman, happy Valentine's to you too, friend.
Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz!
Oh, God.
Yay, a quiz about me?
Plunge, I don't know if you're doing this on purpose, but you're voicing this just like Kyle's annoying cousin, and I love it.
Cousin Coyle.
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Burp.
Sorry, excuse me. Seltzer.
Fine.
You just had some chicken. It's all right.
Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question 1.
Get ready in the chat. We're not gonna fail this fucking quiz, all right? We're looking for spoilers. A hundo. Oh, I gotta read. Sorry.
If train
Reading
A
is hard for you.
is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking?
Ah, looking at you, Pop. That's messed up. It's like I'm looking at you, you dirty asshole.
Hey.
I
That's
feel
just
like,
me.
yeah, I feel like that'll make us more the favorite student if we call out Pop. Be like, Pop, your hands are gross. Because that kid looks like he doesn't know how to wash his hands.
He doesn't know how to open a door. You think he knows how to operate a faucet? He just stands at the sink waving his hands under, thinking it's one of those automatic ones.
That's what I do at work.
That's
I feel like
right.
all the ones where you work are automatic these days. I think they replaced
Nope.
all the... No!
That's right.
Oh, wait, is the one by, like, the deli area where you go into, like, the back bakery area, is that hand washing sink still there?
Yeah, and the one in the other part of the bakery.
Forest
Vanilla.
is to
Faucet.
tree as chicken is to... I mean, are all the questions going to be like this?
I don't know.
It is a promotional game after all, but still.
I'm gonna say slam dunk. As I was just saying.
Yeah, you were just... Oh my god, Plunge was making me
NBA
so
or whatever.
mad. He was... What? No, don't say... Don't actually say it. What are you, fool? That's wrong. Of course it's wrong.
What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A meat tenderizer.
Stop it. It's a fucking spork.
Yeah,
your name
totally.
your name tag's on upside down. You
The
mongrel.
spork is the opposite of that. It's like the least efficient one.
It's 2 things in one. Yes, you stab yourself every
Yeah,
bite of
and it's
soup,
the
but
worst
still.
version of both.
I I have disturbing associations with forks. Long stories.
Oh God.
Okay, Squid.
Tell us the story.
Out all night.
Or I'll basically just pop into your stream next time, and I'll do a lore redemption and just have it be you telling your fucking sports
And make her
story.
do it in the pixie voice.
Not in public.
Not in public. All right.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. Oh, Emmy, the pupper's on a walk. I can't summon her. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as she comes back, I'll bring her in.
Okay, because I feel like she would want to see the puppy teacher and know that she too could be a teacher.
She
in
is a
culinary
teacher
school.
of patience.
What food is best for a broken heart?
Jesus. Oh, not too much salt. Camel meat? Camel meat? Jesus.
Never tried it.
Well, I feel like Miriam said earlier that her food didn't have any love in it.
Yeah, there you
so-
go. It's got to have some love, and by that we mean spunk.
And Squid says, of course, camel meat. Of course.
Of course, Squid
says-
would say that. Squid's eating some camel meat right now. That's right.
Is Sprinkles a good boy?
Best boy.
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Yeah, that is like the easiest question to get
Yeah,
right on the
that's
test.
right. 4 out of 5. It should have been 5 out of 5.
Fucking plunge.
Yeah,
Fucking
because that should have been the right answer.
Only one wrong, not too shabby. You might just do all right, kid, considering these were the easiest fucking questions ever. You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval.
May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Ow!
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating.
Yes. And of course, Squid said, I could make a camel toe joke, but it would be inappropriate and inaccurate. The real camel meat. Fuck, Plunge is fucking nasty.
Yeah. Hey, listen, any port in the storm, any camel in the desert.
I'm self out.
A delicious fragrance wafts through the room. It smells like Squid's camel meat. And tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters.
You smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
Everyone, can I have your attention?
Up.
Is it about lunch?
No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
Colonel Sanders.
Hey, I was
It's about lunch.
Yeah.
Everyone cheers. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Apparently, this version of Colonel Sanders scares Squid Monarchy, and I love it.
As he should. But I was.
Lunch, lunch, lunch.
Lunch.
He said, "Shh, Pops."
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
Oh God!
That must be the smell I smell.
Oh my God!
I'm confusing my voices.
Plunge just spread her legs in excitement. She's like, "Yeah, give me the lunch!"
It goes.
Yeah.
The question is why is Colonel Sanders so freaking hot? I
That's a
learned
good
about
question. Why is Colonel Sanders so hot? I think it's the goatee.
Yeah, it probably is.
I think it's the glasses. I don't mind.
Oh,
I don't mind
yeah.
the glasses. They're a little too big. Chiseled cheeks, nice
Mhm.
jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's you don't see it happening.
I worked with a guy who looked like this, except for his hair was brown instead of white.
Oh. If he had
Twin.
if you had white hair, then look out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's one of like the 3 brothers in his family that didn't go bald by the time he was 25. So.
So he's already got that going for him.
Yeah, exactly. But hello, Melodic Ghost. Welcome, friend.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true?
Is this?
It's a microwave pizza!
Gasp.
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of breast chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish.
I want to order Popeyes.
My oldest wants Popeyes. I'm gonna do that right after after we finish up.
Wow, this KFC promotion is really
It's
working.
already working. They were like, I was like, what do you want for dinner? They're like, Popeyes. I'm like, really? All right. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating!
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about that.
What? You think we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Ha ha ha! Pshaw! Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison! Got him!
Got him.
Got him.
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn.
He looks like he's like trying to smoke a pretend cigarette.
Yeah, that is something that this character would do, just be like perpetually pantomiming smoking.
Yeah.
You wait and see what zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. A boobier approach.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew that at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so like tender.
Oh my god. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, please.
Oh, I just noticed those aren't tears in her leggings. They're little chicken wings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ.
Well, Van the Man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his.
Whoa. Hold on, I mean, I guess I'll try it.
He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Foams at the
Dun,
mouth. Easy now. There is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's
Amazing!
Dun dun dun.
tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly.
So cosmic, yes. There's apparently one restaurant that still uses original, and it's not that great. I actually heard that the original KFC recipe is very different from the one you get today. I've heard that too, Melodic Ghost. Alright, so which should we be picky here, as I am really looking at ordering Popeyes, because Popeyes looks so good right now.
Right? See? It's like the most passive-aggressive advertising. Save them on everything. So you can try and recreate the chicken, or you can try and bone Colonel Sanders. What's in your heart, Emmy? What do you want to do? What do you want to get out of this game? Because I'm going to tell you what I want to get out of this game.
Enjoy all the flavor.
No! The drumstick! The drumstick! You want to get that Colonel's big bone in you.
Bone in.
Yeah. None of that boneless shit.
Yeah, Daddy.
We can get chicken anytime we want. How many times do we get to fuck the Colonel? The flavors in your mouth are beautiful. Pure. Heavenly.
What a guy! That plunge shooting off an air horn in my head again. What a guy!
Gotta love it.
Ooh, me?
Yeah, you do.
Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love? For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Daddy.
Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence.
Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for just a second?
Anything for a fellow chef.
Oh, shit.
What exactly was on that chicken?
Jizz.
Ha ha ha! How bold to come out and ask. It was jizz.
Look at his
It's
giant
an
chicken rod he's
idea
got
I
here.
had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
NBD.
MBD. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
I call my vagina my secret.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
Yeah, apparently it's just DILF juice. Yep.
Great.
He's clearly not gonna give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent.
Look at his face. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use... It's something my great-grandmother taught me.
Jizz? Wow. You never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. I hope we get all
That's not that hard to
11
find.
ingredients and we just play Mad Libs with all of them.
Yeah.
While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated.
He's kind of full of himself, isn't he?
Well, he's the colonel. He's allowed to be.
I guess, but I mean, look, you make great chicken, that's fine, but he's sounding like... Anyway, sorry.
It apparently hopes that this game lets us go full on Yandir Stalker for Colonel Sanders.
If it doesn't, then what have we even been playing it for?
What's the point?
Yeah.
You know?
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him.
Neg him to show your own strength.
Don't neg him, that only works on chicks.
Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up.
No.
We'll just be modest. How about that for once?
No! All these options are be boring and stupid.
They're all shitty.
Be
They're
in-
all shitty.
They're all shitty. What did you pick?
You'll find out. Whatever.
Oh, you were
You can figure
boring?
it out.
You were boring and modest? You were just like,
Oh, Colonel, you're so great, and I love your food, and I love this promotional video game that we're in, and it's awesome. And can you roll up your sleeves a little? I'm sure your biceps are huge.
My God, you're so sexy, Colonel Sanders.
oh my
Wow.
god.
Well, I just wanted to show you that I really enjoyed your food.
Now, you've got his attention.
Flavors were complex, but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was just perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Dookie Dookie.
Ah, shit. We should have called you Boom Boom.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
Oh well, there will be other times we play this game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you.
Oh, God.
We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
The next lesson in my dorm room. You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could ever need.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it?
Snarf! Lion-o, snarf!
You're not going to blow anything. Not with an attitude like that.
You're never gonna
gotta get
blow anything with that tiny little mouth of yours.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Oh my god, this fucking game.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Ruff, ruff.
Make sure you select a tasty partner.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders.
Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear.
Smooth.
Want to be my partner?
Nailed it.
Sure, Dookie Dookie. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh,
Hello,
God.
new partner.
Oh, God.
Meep boop. Zzz.
Oh, it's like the plunge nightmare. It's just him talking to himself.
Threesome. It's a
Oh
plunge
my,
threesome here. What the
Potential
world needs.
partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose.
It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I mean, look, Pop is obviously developmentally disabled, but is he a savant in cooking? And Clank is a robot.
Josh obviously once again is both horses in this race.
Yeah, I'm all horse. Oops, all horse.
Plunge is all horse. Plunge is
Any-
100% horse.
Any non-lurkers in the chat have anything to contribute to this decision? Because the only endorsement for Pop is that he's terrible at everything except for cooking, which is why he's here. And Clank is just the total unknown. You don't even know, is he autonomous? Is he just an oven on wheels? He's never even said a word. Squid votes for the robot. I mean, look, Pop has shown me nothing. Look at that haircut. He's carrying around a juice box. He probably doesn't wash his hands. Although, didn't Miriam look at Pop and be like, he's so handsome?
My God, he's so dreamy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So clearly Miriam is suffering as well.
Yeah.
What's the answer? Oh, everyone's going with the robot. Shit. Pop
Robot
is
time.
Pop is getting
Yeah,
no
it's-
love.
Yeah, fuck it. It's Clank.
All right. Ratchet's going to be jealous.
Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay. I already ate.
See, he's a dum-dum.
He doesn't care.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea of what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Warp, warp, warp.
Is Clank a fully functional robot?
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
I mean, look at all those knobs, especially the one right above his head.
Yeah. I'm just saying, for someone who's trying to be trepidatious, Plunge, your character just went into like a Warrior 2 and spread her legs super wide and was like, hold on! Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
Let's see. I don't think he's that forward, Squid. They haven't even gone on a date yet. Yes, Melodic Ghost, you're right. I don't think Pop would eat Miriam. He wouldn't know where to start. He doesn't know the right parts, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
Issue? I hardly know you.
Ah!
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Depends on what comes out of the panel.
Looks like you two will be fine.
That was Emmy.
I'm sorry.
Emmy, now you have to read Dookie Dookie in that voice.
Looks like you two will be fine.
Fine. You so fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're gonna keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef was an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the
It takes 1 flint to make a fire. What do you... You're a dog. You don't know about fire.
He doesn't have thumbs. He can't.
Yeah,
make
what the
fire.
fuck do you tell... Who would use that analogy if you never even made a fire? Anyway.
Sorry. Saying goodbye to somebody. They're leaving. Bye,
Aw.
Melodic Ghost.
Aww. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders?
Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. I think.
It's
I
your
don't-
grandma's mashed potatoes and gravy. It's a KFC game.
I prefer squid, anyways.
I think we all do.
I think we all prefer squid to octopi. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
And gravy.
I couldn't imagine one without the other.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face and other parts of your body to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away.
I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. And yes, Squid, he does look like Sid from Final Fantasy XIV with a haircut. Yes, I agree. Sanders' heart, it is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man.
Snap, snap, snap.
Did someone call for me?
No, jeez, Van Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Dookie Dookie's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. Duh. That's the deal, remember?
Colonel Sanders returns, arm full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and turns his attention to you and your old friends.
Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van. Are we working a quartet instead of a duet now?
Julie, no. It looked like Dookie Dookie was struggling. So we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Nothing about this makes sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. In more ways
Killed
than
her.
one. So wait, sorry. Isn't and a drumstick put together?
What?
That's a 3-piece, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, isn't the definition of a chicken thigh a breast and a drumstick put together into one piece? That's the thigh? No?
I mean,
Or the breast is a different part?
So I think it's its own
Different part.
part.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the anatomy of a
There's-
chicken here.
I've sliced so many chickens at work that I can tell you.
Okay, please
They
do.
are.
Yeah, you
Very
would
different
know
parts.
better than I would. That's why I was like,
Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly.
LOL chicken anatomy. Yes.
I'm very familiar.
Ooh.
Should we turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in our time of need? Or should we turn to Miriam, our forever bestie who always has our back?
Once again, both horses.
I feel like this is one of those trick questions again.
We paired her with a robot. Maybe she can help us.
You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over.
Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them.
Ah!
I actually think that Ashley and Van Van were just leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Dookie Dookie is my partner for today's activity.
You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture, with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud.
It's so juicy and steamy.
Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of his firm yet tender spork, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. I wanted in my heart of hearts Plunge to do it. I was hoping, and his little ESP triggered at the perfect moment. Ah, so good.
If you love something, set it free.
Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. You just put a white mess all over her face.
My God, Van, do something. Do something.
Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity?
Hold on right there, Dookie. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands.
Oops.
Nom, nom, nom.
I spilled this mashed potatoes all over my junk.
And I has a potatoes face.
Oh my God, Pop. Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand.
Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic! In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
It's a bit overkill.
A little bit.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate.
No! Don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic.
Too late. It has been eaten.
I think I left something in the oven.
I don't feel so good.
What? What just fucking happened?
He's dead.
Everyone,
He will die.
step back. Don't take another bite.
When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. Of course it is. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into stupid Pop's mouth.
Oh, so gross.
Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
That's our Pop. Oopsie.
By God.
Tastes like poison.
It tastes like burning.
No, Pop, no!
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Snap back to reality. Whoop! It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I've spent a great amount of time generating resistance to iocane powder.
I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all of his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Oh, come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. Colonel Sanders being like, this was an emotionally vulnerable time for all of us. Let me exploit that for my own sexual gain. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go
Before
on,
you go on. Oh, sorry.
before you go on, Colonel Sanders, and fucking cut me off. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them, it reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a
I shouldn't have done that.
way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him.
He looks so vulnerable in this moment.
He does.
Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Dookie.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights, you guys.
We should follow our dreams with all of our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are we forgetting that your cooking actually, like, literally killed a guy?
You can't prove that!
I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name?
How is Ban Ban not incarcerated from intoxicating and killing someone?
I mean,
It's cooking school, so it's like in a controlled environment, so it would be considered an accident.
he signed a waiver. He signed a waiver.
Takes place in the KFC Republic.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me.
the hero! What the fuck?
The Spark Monster is here to fight a hero.
I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
This game just took a turn.
How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level? Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I am a monster, see?
So many sporks.
How many? Wait, hold on. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 20. I count 25 sporks.
So
Wow,
many.
that's
sporks.
100 times.
Is his rhyming on purpose, or is it just coincidence?
But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. Yes, it's everything I was hoping for. I was like, are we going to get into a fucking Final Fantasy fight here?
Oh, yeah.
What will you do? Yes, even with the fucking the text window and everything. You got to you got to defend. You don't know what's coming at you.
Kentucky Final Fantasy Fried Chicken.
Ah,
KFC.
which defense will you choose? Trepidation. Ah!
The only defense you need.
You close your eyes tight, but then open one just enough to squint to see the spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, this makes you feel more prepared for whatever comes next. Spork monster goes on the attack! Ugh. They spit hot gravy, quote unquote, at you. You take 1 damage and are killed instantly. Fat lot of good that defense did.
Should we attack then?
I mean, I guess. You decide to go on the attack! Ooh. You're gonna eat him?
I really don't want to. I feel like I would get sick off eating that. Maybe we can cook them up.
With love.
Yeah, and then serve them to Ashley and Van Van.
There you go.
We'll show off our cooking skills.
Cook with love does 1 damage.
Did something.
Spork Monster won't forget this. Oh, I love these callbacks. Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. What?
Oh.
Desmond says Spork romance is coming up.
Oh, God, I hope so. They grow larger and more intimidating. Ooh. Emmy, how will you respond to this suddenly gigantic creature?
I kind of want to shit my pants. Thank you, Plunge, again with the air horn. I feel like by the end of this stream, Plunge is gonna have like almost no points left.
I'm down to 400 already.
Yeah. All right, so.
You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Well, I guess you got that one.
I get this one, yeah.
Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Utilitensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive this battle. So you better attack again. Decide to go on the attack and cook with love. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Yikes.
Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here.
He's whipped out the chicken rod again.
Colonel
Don't
Sanders.
even ask me where I'm gonna shove this rod.
Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens.
Walk, 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 walk.
Pinch.
Oh,
he's
the
losing his clothes.
bare chest. What was that Rick and Morty character that was like 1 million ants or something like that? That was the power. I can't remember. It was some hero with 1,000,000 ants. That just made me think of that with the 10,000 chickens. So 1,000 chickens is worth 1 damage. Was it 10,000 chickens or 1,000 chickens?
1,000 chickens.
So 100 chickens is worth 1 damage. Good to know.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Anyway, the pot pie power pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated!
Ta-da! You saved me.
An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night.
Finish him!
No, spare this wretched beast.
Fine.
You manage to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath.
Be gone, beast. And don't you dare ever come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
Ha 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 ha!
I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said.
Sure. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night, never to be seen again until tomorrow. The defeated monster left behind a special item. Well, XP, gold, like what are we talking about here?
Totally not foreshadowing at all.
Right. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells, sure, with a golden cock on the cover. You open the Cochronomicon. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko.
Orko. That name sounds strangely familiar.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands, your heart beating out of your chest. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Oh, fuck. The image of Col Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. Yeah, that's not all he did. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly.
Tightly.
Yeah.
Good night, my colonel.
You said you couldn't say a word. What the fuck? Now you can talk?
Yeah, now I can talk. Because I can't shut the fuck up ever.
Yeah.
Unreliable protagonist.
In your dream, you're together with Col Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. And everyone's riding chickens. Sure. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? Also, why are you naked? And then there was that secret ingredient that Col Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be,
Say you're pregnant, I'm disowning your ass right now.
I think I might like Clank.
The robot?
Like him? Like a robot?
I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him.
Well, a girl's best friends are her toys like that.
Oh my god.
We got to talking after the class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school?
No, but that does make complete sense.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade.
What?
That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. What's the deal with the derpy henchman voice for Miriam?
That was just on the fly. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning?
Casol.
You're a thing now?
We definitely connected yesterday, like connected really hard.
He connected me so hard while I was unconscious.
You sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
I guess. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great, probably. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real.
Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
A dramatic echo?
Echo, 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 echo. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. Oh boy.
Alone before continuing?
Continuing.
So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering.
Does that happen a lot to Miriam? Just guys randomly walk up to her?
In gardens.
This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices.
Secret.
The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I told him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was
Sounds
so
illegal.
nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
Drug
Pretty sure
smuggler.
This is illegal drug
Yeah.
smuggling, yeah. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here.
All I had to do was put the spices inside of my body.
Whatever. Anyway, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone.
Fibber.
Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one is to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? You gotta make up that fake ingredient, though. What are you giving away secret ingredients for to this knucklehead? Shoving marijuana up their coochie. An international drug smuggler. That's my 2 cents.
If we tell her chili powder, maybe she might like try to smuggle that and get herself like really seriously burnt in places.
That's what she deserves.
Yeah.
Plunge, I love your voiceover choices, but your character's a nincompoop. And I should talk. I killed a guy. I literally killed a person.
Yeah.
You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about,
It was Eye of New. I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do?
Eye of New. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good.
Yep.
Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders, of course. He's arriving at school. On a horse.
Would it be too
pale
thirsty of us to
Don't
run?
run. Yeah, no. What are you trying to do? Play it cool, Emmy.
Yeah, I'm playing it cool. I'm playing it cool.
Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse stance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running
Daddy.
free into the countryside.
Yeah, Daddy.
You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently.
Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home.
You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. I mean, damn it, that's what it just said. Fuck.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, Dookie just gets really nervous around people they like.
What?
Fuck you.
This is not helping!
No, Miriam, not helping. I can't talk. Fuck you.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. There was shit everywhere.
She gives you a wink and a smile, as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl
Sounds
for
good.
trying.
Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Happy Valentine's Day.
See you, Zens. Happy Valentine's Day. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow.
Miriam, I don't shit my pants. You know this.
When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Amazing. Boom.
Oh there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax? Honey. Because it's three bee things in one.
Yeah. So should we tell them they're immature, or should we like pretend we're not interested and try to get a closer look?
Act like you're not interested. God, you don't care what they're doing with their stupid cutout tit blouse. You
They're,
sit
like, extra short skirt.
Yeah, that barely even covers anything. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magic spell. Ooh. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse.
Ahem. It's time for class, and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn.
Now you've upset them!
Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules?
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world, it takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster.
It's the same book I found last night in the quad.
Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book behind his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. Checks out.
Yeah.
We are playing.
Guys, give me 1 second. Sorry.
It's a Jovi, it's a doggy. Dun, dun. I'm actually gonna take a second to.
All right, sorry. I'm back. Just had a little call.
I'm just showing a clip of a factor where we broke his stream last week.
Oh, perfect. That was great.
Awesome.
That was, oh my god, that was like the best raid out I've ever done in the history of ever.
Los redes dobles. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep, beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything.
Whop.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Werbs it.
Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room.
Good job,
dead.
Clank.
Damn, that's another student dead. Oh, hello.
No! Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ugh. Was that fake enough? I'm pretty
No,
sure
that was
that
good.
was really
That was
fucking
good.
fake.
That was good. Ayashali's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, who do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I could, help you with your, business plan?
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Ark.
Ark.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired.
Oh, poor tiny legs.
But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly, he loves it!
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Truly, you do.
Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Dookie Dookie?
Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample?
I
Shit.
feel like the dog biscuit is a trap.
Dog biscuit.
Okay.
Because of the shape it's baked in, you assume the dog biscuit is a treat made by Sprinkles, an example of his own culinary talents, perhaps. You reach out for it when... He bites it so hard!
What kind of monster would steal a dog's favorite biscuit?
Sorry, Sprinkles.
Your apron is left in tatters. The entire class looks on in horror as you fall unconscious from embarrassment. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
I've never even got to taste it.
Is this the end? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we died.
You fucking died from taking a dog biscuit?
Hey,
You
culinary school is brutal.
You fade into darkness, but something is there. The spork monster?
Orko, what are you doing here?
It's not your time, my friend. Your act of kindness has not been forgotten.
You watch as your apron magically repairs itself. You won't have to live in embarrassment anymore.
It's like a Sailor Moon-esque transformation right now. Thank you, my friend, wherever you are.
Okay.
We'll do the pepper now.
A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. And are killed immediately. However, your body is not prepared for the heat! The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe.
Now we're tripping.
That was me on the charity event.
My friend. Ooh.
This guy again.
I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
I'm sorry. I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill
I think she's actually dying.
the prophecy.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh man.
You come to and find everyone staring at you.
I actually need to take a quick break if we can take like a quick 2-minute.
A quick
'Cause yeah, quick 2.
A quick twosie. If we can make it a quick tensie, I might need to go and grab one of my spawn from his drum lesson. You guys can read my lines without me while I'm gone.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay, well,
All right.
Retro, speed walking, grinding, absurd, no follows, English. What the hell? I'm reading your tags. Obsessive, and that's hilarious. Okay. All right.
It all makes sense in the end. I'll see you guys in a few.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Okay. All right. BRB. guys both back?
I never left.
I too am back.
Yay. Okay. And back to the excitement that is Colonel Sanders while I eat my Popeyes here.
Ah, conflict. All right, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Now, righty and away we go. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing so I don't have the pepper voice going.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever.
Now we really fucked up.
Yeah. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday?
Not anytime soon.
Yep.
Come on, it's time for lunch.
Time for lunch.
Lunch is between my legs. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared.
Via timed competitive cook-off.
The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts.
It is. They're so dramatic.
Step up and tell them you're on.
I'm down for that. Challenge time, motherfuckers. A bit of lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, so be it.
I'm not the fool, you're the fool, fool!
Good one, Van. I like your gumption, Dookie. I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkles steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness.
Let's hope.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a spousing court. A sportsing court?
Sportsing court? The fuck is a sportsing court?
It's a sportsing court.
Finally,
Yeah.
a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief.
At least, not until we turn on the timer.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just then, a huge red light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." Of
I love
course.
getting blasted in the face.
Yeah, especially when it's red. That's always a surprise for everyone.
That's what I'm talking about. Ow!
I stand corrected.
The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone. It's a victory.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun!
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. Joby, stop it!
Joby, we know you're the professor of this whole school.
It's time to boil some waters for the potatoes.
Yeah.
Boil that shit. Think fast! If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Can you pause this game? Oh god. What temperature does water boil at? That's wrong!
What?
What do you... Stop! You're going too fast with the wrong answers, Dookie Dookie. What were you thinking, Dookie Dookie? Get your head in the game. It's 100 degrees Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Plunges the cook. Let him answer. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea.
Jizz.
It's jizz. How many herbs and spices did he say? It was 11. That's right. You might not know all of the ingredients, but at least you're headed in the right direction. If only this fucking water would boil. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. That's right! You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive.
Hey, Joe! Oh, this is really fucking cheesy. Sorry, I had mac and cheese and it's super cheesy.
I mean, that's a very appropriate description of mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? That's right! This is your shot, and you're not gonna miss it. Arrgh! You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's wrong. Don't make me get the
Sizzler.
Don't make me get the spray bottle. You notice Col Sanders out of the corner of your eye.
I believe in you, Dookie Dookie.
He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Col Sanders.
Horse.
How many spoonfuls of gravy would it take to fill a traditional Victorian bathing? What were you thinking? Get your mind back in the competition! You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. What a honk!
I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind.
Shit.
What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits?
Woof, woof.
You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun planing elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex.
Damn it.
To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps.
Yikes. Zip it. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Dookie Dookie does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed.
You gotta feel the shit out of that dough.
You do. Gotta knead the hell out of it.
There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way.
When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed.
Dookie Dookie, no!
But you're not
Oh, no.
fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match.
Or your life.
Col Sanders shakes his head in shame.
what you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult.
Everyone, stop what they're doing right now. This battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my
I was so
dish.
close. I was so close. Just a little more time.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on.
Aw, that's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
Default.
No. It wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Dookie's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
And yes, Squid, this is very gory at this part.
But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared?
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of a flavor that tastes so good and tells a story of excellence and stuff. I was going to ask Dookie to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you would mind lending me your strong, steady hand.
Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within.
Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb.
What?
Ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée.
That sounds disgusting.
I know.
Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ayashalayaiga?
You.
He places a sauce-covered finger into his lips. Ashali leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache.
Should we get in between them, or should we just internalize our rage?
Internalize the rage. What's up?
Yo, Spawn.
Yo, Spawn in the house.
Spawn in his house.
No, you gotta internalize that rage. You fucked up. Your rage burns so intently within your eyes that they burst into flames. I mean, the flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash as they fall off of your face, which means people would have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. I mean, that seems like a bit harsh.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly.
Hi, me and Ashley have fallen in love. We're going to get married. Don't cater our wedding. Goodbye. I know you're hurting right now.
Game over.
Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. Yeah, you're broken in a lot of different ways right now.
Fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? If so, you'd be wrong, because I never have.
That's exactly what I think.
Well, then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated.
Yes, Colonel Sanders here is very sexy, don't you think?
Mm.
Very hot. We like this Colonel Sanders. Very hot.
Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way.
Baby, he was born this way.
Maybe he was born with it.
Maybe it's
It's Mary.
Colonel Sanders.
But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician.
What?
It's the real fucking life.
I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer.
Thanks, Sim. It's good to see you here. Thanks for dropping in. I'm sorry about the no Doki Doki today, but I promise this is just as entertaining.
I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
They can.
Mules are asses.
Yeah,
I
literally.
didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon and tie, my well-kept beard, and assume that I've got it all together. Which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
I agree. This game is absolutely hilarious, Sim.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
So wholesome.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give.
As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion.
One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds.
Yay!
Oh, Pop, never change. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle-scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst.
Fucking spork monster. Borko?
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder.
Bork.
Borko.
Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. Actually, I used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
What?
I don't believe it. You were human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
Magic spellbook.
Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, You should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Dookie, together I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss.
Oh. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out.
Yeah, we are.
Jesus Christ. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him.
Spectre, I love you, and yet I hate you so much right now for that.
Snaps for Effector.
Yes. Oh, he did that door knocking thing, and so I actually looked at my door and I'm like, wait,
Yep.
son of a bitch.
Yep.
He did this. He did the sound thing.
So good.
We're having a mindful moment now.
I see it.
Very mindful.
Snaps for Effector.
Yep. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
I think this guy is just a recipe thief.
Yeah,
Possibly.
Is that going to be the spoiler in this? Is that he's just stolen his recipe from everybody?
I don't think so, but this little baby picture of him in the background, he still has
he
his
has
white.
the goatee.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goatee. Well,
He was born with it.
there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
I'm so close to nailing it so hard. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing.
Meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps?
Now
I'm
you've
not a side dish, I'm a whole ass meal. Yes, you are, Effector.
now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Spill the beans. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw. Ew!
The shredded...
Fucking nasty.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway.
Magnificent.
Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl.
Sounds so disgusting. Ugh. Fucking hate coleslaw. Gross.
Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure. Why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
Come on, Colonel Sanders in a Speedo. Let's go.
He's gonna go jizz into that coleslaw.
You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping! Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. I mean, what's the urn all about?
I kind of want to. The pictures, there's the urn, there's this thing here, and there's this chicken!
I mean, it's a chicken. He's just got a cock statue just staring at you. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real!
Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb.
We're going to take that hair home with us.
That's not
Thanks.
creepy at all. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. What?
Oh.
That's not creepy at all. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Oh, Jesus. How fucking cheesy.
Poor guy.
Oh, doors opening. What's going on?
Here he
Oh,
comes.
yeah. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off his hanger and try it on. Nope. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they mean? Is this what they mean? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why the fuck you're wearing his jacket. You
Get out of my house.
Of change.
You fucking
Get
psych
out
it.
of that closet. It's 2023.
Yeah.
Yes, Effector.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh crap, the jacket!
You look good dead in it.
It's time to find out where my secret spice comes from. Human remains.
So should we... Should we make the big move or should we fess up and tell him the truth?
No big
I'm not-
no big move now. You confess.
I think I've developed feelings for you.
I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dream.
Nothing. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. What? That's not the...
Dramatic.
Yeah, that's not... But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes, Duke.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
Ha ha ha! Effector.
I think you're right. We should take things slow.
Jacket or
Eat more
jacket?
coleslaw together.
More slaw, more draw. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Your hands and feet in handcuffs. Did you make the right decision?
Covered in coleslaw.
Covered in coleslaw, just dripping in coleslaw. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it.
Nom, nom, nom.
The entire table of fried chicken. Dig in.
It's delicious, and there's no chicken. It's actually just the skin.
That is the best
Here's
part.
a simple breakfast I just whipped up.
It's meticulous. Oh my god, those biscuits.
Now I want to go out to the kitchen and grab one of my biscuits.
You
That's
taste
not KFC.
Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question.
So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
How presumptuous!
My cuisine and your taste buds, that is.
Such confidence, such grace.
Wow.
Could he be the
Already-
world's greatest gift to cookery?
Should we flatter him or take him down a peg? Should we peg him?
Peg him. He
I was
likes
gonna
it.
say, it's a little bit early for pegging.
It's never too early for pegging. It never hurts
guess
to
so.
peg.
It's
Thank you.
good, but my mom made better.
Oh. Ooh, Colonel Sanders' expression grows serious. Did your little jab land too hard?
Colonel, I'm...
I know what you're gonna say. I need to be better if I'm gonna leave my mark on this world. Now get out of my house.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. Seriously, that, like, shatters him?
And with the
Really?
right business partner, I know I can't fail.
He's fragile and he's a man. It's fragile
Hey,
masculinity.
hey. It's a good point. Business partner? Could he be talking about you? It's all happening so quickly.
I should contact Ashley. That person seems like
She's-
she knows how to run a business.
She knows a couple things about a couple of things.
And she doesn't have a mangled hand.
Or no eyebrows. Seriously, it's just weird looking at you. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, like a total crybaby. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Seriously? What is with this character? There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
I...
Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just,
But now it turns out that you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed with the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that. Yeah.
Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of goyle.
Jesus Christ.
But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
When he landed on somebody and killed them.
Yeah. Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And now I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear.
And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with them.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers.
We bonded over coleslaw.
Mountains and mountains of coleslaw. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad.
Look, her thighs can barely fit into her thigh height.
Exactly.
That's how thick they are.
They're just bursting,
Nom, nom, nom.
bursting at the seams. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away.
I don't know what Pop is holding in his hand, but I just imagine that he's not potty trained. So that's just a bag of his own feces that he just carries around with him.
I'd believe it. I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a tweet.
Oh my god.
You can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Because I'm literally the biggest person in this school.
Yeah, there is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and a beautiful creature?
You've got some nerve, Dookie Dookie, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
Twisting my words, and I won't have it.
You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain.
Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on.
Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Dookie Dookie, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. That's how long it takes that kind of accident to heal.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel?
You won't need years of physical therapy and anything like that.
All the neurological damage that surgery is needed to correct is nothing a little bit of fried chicken can't fix.
Yes. Almost nail because I was winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. Would you like to come back to my hideaway?
I'm looking for a business partner. I say a business partner.
What is he doing complimenting her?
What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
Oh. Oh my.
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
It's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Oh.
Excuse me, Dookie Dookie. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Well, excuse me, Dookie Dookie.
Like, maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? And, like, maybe I could come to your secret hideaway later and stuff? That would be, like, so cool.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Dookie Dookie.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Aisha for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance.
Yes, we really are squid. That is very accurate.
In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Lay, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. When did you recover the spell book?
Oh, we got it after the
Oh.
first fight.
That's that book? Looks like bad news.
No, but didn't-
Wow, I'm really mixing my voice.
Wait, didn't they steal it though? Didn't the bad guys steal
They
the
got
book? Or did they have it?
they had their own copy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought they stole it.
It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
This is a dress for herself for the Frog Pond Academy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
You open to a page covered with arcane warnings.
Cast only in case of extreme emergency.
It says around the edges of the page.
I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
What?
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in the dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Or just, like, grow up?
Yeah, grow up is an option. Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out.
My feelings are so hurt by Colonel Sanders.
And I'm so mature that I just want to take this really, 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 really inappropriately drastic measure.
I'm gonna throw this book. I don't want it anymore.
You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class!
You have chosen poorly. Game over.
Game over! The spell was the right way to go. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly.
I don't want this homework anymore.
You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide.
I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche.
I mixed up my voices for a second.
I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Dookie Dookie, were you studying something with cinnamon?
I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Dookie Dookie, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class.
Gasp. Sprinkles is interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back of the room.
And they're just fucking.
I told you to save it for after class.
Oh, God.
You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
With a strap on? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joe, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date.
Miriam.
Beep word.
Yeah.
Then I take Jeff and Joan with you. You can't hold hands as you pedal down, or you can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain, or up a cliff for all I care.
Jeez.
Sad beep.
Burp.
Beep.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Ugh.
Beep bazit. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
Probably his two friends, Jeff and Joan.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam!
It's the final competition showdown exam.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do.
The final showdown competition cooking exam.
I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Dun dun dun.
But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam. Are you okay?
Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone?
Easily. Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates.
She cut herself.
Yeah, obviously. But she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not gonna saddle up on Col Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Ooh.
Oh, his stallion isn't big enough for me.
Yikes.
Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, Miriam, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. I feel there's someone plunge I think of when I think of this phrase here that they shouldn't go for the first person that's in front of them. I don't know if you're picking up what I'm throwing down who it is. Maybe? No?
Inside jokes
No
are the
idea.
best.
Yeah. Which I don't think even Plunge got
No
the answer
idea.
to.
Plunge is like,
No idea what you're talking
I'm
about.
oblivious to your innuendo. Whatever could it
Nope.
mean? Maybe we should continue playing the game now. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
There's someone I knew in college who their love drama was like very like it was yeah. It was
I
constant.
should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. Maybe you could go for Professor Dog. Get yourself a sugar daddy.
Yeah, there you go. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay,
starving.
because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a
Yeah.
chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of the recipe you've been working on. Dookie Dookie's famous chicken pot pie, or CPP. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Dookie, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you.
Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you the cook-off.
And my hand.
And also your hand.
And my eyebrows.
And also you're really fucked up. You're a mess.
You're a mess. Get out of here.
You're not even 20% of a human being right now.
You're a mess. Get out of here. Technical foul. Get out of here.
You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Fess up, you don't want to burn the pot pie.
Hey, okay. You got me.
Yeah, he does.
I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards, which is not really that far.
I mean, it's
But
not,
that's okay.
yeah, that's like 4
That's
football
really
fields.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I mean, if
each football field is 100 yards.
if it's a really good pot pie, I mean, yeah. A wind is blowing in that direction.
Yeah.
That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. I'm glad that you can admit that he's an odd person in this.
You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust.
You made a pot pie crust out of butter?
Yeah.
Ugh.
All butter.
Just all butter.
And my nose is telling me something else.
Oh no. Is it burning?
Ha ha ha! No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC.
Titties, lactation, and cum.
But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out.
Oh,
So you
pull
better
it
Pull it
out.
out.
Gotta pull it out. Don't leave it in there.
Gotta get your pull-out game up.
The moment of truth.
Wow. It's already got a spoon in it.
Yeah, that's why would you cook it like
Best
that?
pot pie I've ever tasted. Immediately started eating it. Wow, not done.
I didn't even ask.
I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day.
Look, he's whipped out his chicken rod again.
That's how you can tell he's really excited.
Yep.
Yep.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules.
Dun dun dun.
There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. And kill.
You step up
Choose
for the
the weapon.
cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. Meanwhile, both Van and are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves.
Look at that butcher knife Ashley has with like the little heart chain at the end of it.
Yeah. That's a little butt plug with the thing coming out of the end.
Oh, yeah.
Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10, with a frenzy of action. Everyone...
The music's jamming.
Yeah, right? Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious! Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
Holy shit, that's talented.
Egg wash.
Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth.
Best friend, Basta Blaster.
Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin.
Let's rock and ride!
AI scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed.
Shallow personality as a bachelor.
Even Clank gets in on it.
5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique.
Where the hell's Bob? Anyway, wait. When did Clank learn to speak English?
The singularity, as was foretold.
We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all.
Self-distort.
Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. AI's a real thing, people. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No, do it the hard way. Hard is always better.
Colonel Sanders did always tell us to do it hard and do it the hard way.
Yep, and Ashley's gonna
Yes, Sunny, the hard way.
she's gonna turn herself into a spork monster or something. Who needs magic when you've got passion?
Yes, passion. I'm going to do it the hard way.
So hard.
So hard. Like, oh my god.
Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room.
Winky face. I believe in you, Dookie Dookie.
Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Dookie Dookie. Since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
All right, settle down. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Because you're my best
bestest friend.
Forever.
Oh, that's sweet, but
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. What?
God damn it, Miriam, you're gonna fuck it up.
It's the secret ingredient.
Ah, it's come back to bite you.
It's Eye of Newt.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from?
Some poor newts.
The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
Yes, Squid Monarchy, karma.
It is I, Steve, the spork monster.
Steve, what happened to... Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate the battle. So I'd say doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something, trying to, prove my love that I'm the better cook. Do you mind?
Steve, the spork monster, noticed that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station.
I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles into a pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country.
You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition and win the love of the man I want to boink.
I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when I had woke up. And when I woke up...
You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint.
Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I mean,
drop out.
yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
what?
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body.
They're going Super Saiyan.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for...
Yes, Dookie Dookie, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue, asshole.
Sorry.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Yikes. You know that with this power, you can do anything! Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served.
Oops.
But don't worry, dear Dookie Dookie. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support.
Gasp.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
Thank you, Effector, for the hydrate. Much appreciated.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
Oh,
So close.
I'm here to help.
and the
With
chicken
my
rod is out
Chicken
again.
rod.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it.
But, Colonel Sanders, What about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart.
What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
Nom 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 nom.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union.
Time's up, students.
It's the punchline.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. I swear to God, if they don't fuck at the end of this, it's going to be a great disappointment.
Yeah, what was the point?
Yeah, seriously. What are we even doing here? A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete.
It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank?
From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying. I'm flying.
Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there that we didn't know about till now.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
We don't get to see it?
Pop, get down from there right now.
No, we get to look at the cute corgi. Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
Oh my God.
It looks like Pop was eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
Good job, Pop.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material.
How do you make a yearbook out of just 3 days of classes?
I mean, yeah.
Wait a second. Pranks? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature whir beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none.
Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
Or sprinkles.
Wow. Oh, well, mixed up my voices again. Wow. 3 whole days long.
So long.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat human flesh. Miriam, please step forward.
You will be the first sacrifice.
Now, describe your dish. Describe it!
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
That's
yeah, that's
adorable.
It's so cute.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Nurukutami?
Nope.
Naruto Maki. I spy
Naruto Maki,
afloat
yep.
in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip of his pink tongue.
Just the tip of his pink.
Yeah, just the tip of the pink. That's all.
Sublime! Would anyone else like to taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a...
And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
Yes, what a glorious tip effector of change, yes.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Dookie, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van, you're up. Now describe your dish.
Some fucking clothes on too, buddy.
My obliques help me cook.
I made uni of a smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. Good eye. A bit much, don't you think?
Yeah.
That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool?
Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Poor Sprinkles.
Oof, oof. Please be gentle with my cuisine.
Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded, and not in a good way.
Yeah, he goes all in with that tongue first.
Yeah.
Ouch! My tongue!
The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting.
I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified!
Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat?
Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night.
Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me.
And they never heard of him again. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk.
Nom 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 nom. Slurp slurp slurp.
I know. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps me calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by a sugar glass.
That actually doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's like quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something? Dookie, I told you, it's a display piece.
Toast in your ears?
Yeah.
Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school.
Well, I cooked it. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job of cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. Duh. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry.
That's funny.
I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted. But don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up.
You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either.
Blasting off again.
Yep, Effector. Okay, Jesse.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together.
2 chefs?
What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese
Has become something else.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl at the most disgusting looking thing that I've ever seen. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. It looks like fucking turd poutine. That's what that looks like. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Yes, it is weird, Squid. It is weird that you kind of want to eat it.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm not surprised.
Plunge is like, I've seen some shit.
Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 47 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
That means he's been a professor for 7 years here.
Yep.
That is
A
21.
lot of semesters.
That is 21 days of teaching experience. He is severely underqualified.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You get a pass. You get a pass. You get a pass.
Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension because it kills them, because it's gross. You win!
Yay!
Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef.
Made them cry.
Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? And then everyone starts having sex. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on.
It's prom night, you guys.
Yay.
Group sex. Group
Group sex. Group sex. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy.
DJ dog in the house. Ho, 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 ho.
Ooh, let the dogs out.
Wiggy, 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 wiggy. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? He's not old. Whoa, new outfits. Of course, even with her fucking 80s top, Ashley still has to have the fucking cleavage hole in her tits. Van and
Well,
Ashley.
you gotta show it off somehow.
I guess so. I'm a big fan of the Daisy Duke bottom pockets peeking out, though. Can't object to that.
Shane with a Y says, not me lurking on another tab and hearing Emmy chanting, group sex, group sex. Hey, Shane with a Y, how are you, friend?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Shane, you have a headache, but hopefully this cute, adorable doggy in this school for cooking only KFC stuff will make you feel better.
No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh, amusing.
Okay, now we're gonna ignore you again.
And now that everyone is together... It's the Spork Monster! He is totally mellowed out!
Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster.
Yeah.
Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Sorry. Party Monster. We didn't mean to dead name you, Spork Monster. Sorry. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. I wonder if you'd hooked Marion up with, Pop. If that would have worked out.
I hope not.
A red carpet rolls out across the floor in the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance, I wonder?
Yeah, who?
It's Pop! He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. It's so dirty.
A crown?
Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it. Good old-fashioned nepotism.
Yep.
And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Schwartzsuch.
Such and such.
Such and such.
The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance.
God damn it, Clank, go away.
Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth.
Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing.
I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension.
What?
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 I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me?
What?
I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously.
Aw, burn.
What?
I have just begun to learn who I really am, and this isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird.
They are, Clank.
A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. As one
Anyway,
does.
bye.
Anyway, bye. Finally, Col Sanders arrives.
He's fashionably late.
Holy shit.
Howdy, classmates.
Casual Sanders. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. He's brought a bucket of dicks. This time it's a full meal.
Eat up. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken.
It's just an ad for KFC. This whole time, it's just been an ad.
And lured us in with innuendos. The end?
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Ooh.
Dookie, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Dookie.
Sweet. We'll work together and play together.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just have
Yep.
I just have to pause for a second because AOC just resubbed to me. Why would you do such a silly thing for this stream, AOC?
What would be convenient right now, Obsessive, if somebody was to raid you?
No, that would be terrible. Why would anyone do such a thing? Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well, I think it's something I'll just need to do by myself.
Oh, shit.
But who will help you run your restaurant?
Who woo?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward?
Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school.
Oh, my dear Dookie, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Yeah.
The end. That's it. The game's over. That's it? That's fucking it?
There's like 8 endings you can unlock.
Yeah, but there's no, like, spicy whatever. It's not, it's just, oh, God fucking damn it. Emmy.
There is a spicy ending. We just didn't get it.
No, but no,
did it.
like, any, like, visual spicy ending? There was nothing? There was no
Nope.
nothing. There was no, like, nothing. This is a dating sim with no hot and heavy action.
We'll have to do Dream Daddy sometime.
Oh, my
More like a teasing
God. Oh, 3.5 hours, Emmy. waiting for some nookie to come falling out. So much sad in my heart right now.
I thought we were gonna unlock the spicier ending.
Well, apparently someone thinks that you boil water at 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
If we do Dream Daddy, yes, Squid, you will absolutely be involved in that.
Good God. All right, well, all of this cooking talk has made me need to go take my eldest to Popeyes. So,
Yeah.
thanks for having me, and you guys are the best. This was awesome.